The show is already in chaos when the camera cuts backstage. Adam Pearce is in his office, jacket off, tie loosened, staring at his phone like it just betrayed him. It buzzes. He exhales, and answers. Yes. He listens. His expression changes. Yes, sir. A long pause. I understand. Pearce slowly lowers the phone. The camera zooms in. He doesn't look angry. He looks cornered. Cut to the ring. Adam Pearce's music hits. The crowd reacts immediately, sensing something big. Pearce walks out onto the stage, microphone in hand, but there's no authority in his posture tonight, only tension. He steps into the ring. I wasn't planning on coming out here again. A beat, but I just received a call. The crowd murmurs. Pearce swallows. A call from Vince McMahon. The arena erupts. Pearce raises a hand, trying to regain control. That call wasn't a suggestion. A pause. It was a directive. The noise grows louder. Pearce looks straight into the hard cam. Effective immediately, the suspension placed on the vision is lifted. The crowd explodes, boos, shock, disbelief. Pearce continues, voice steady but tight. Braun Breaker is fully reinstated. Another beat. Austin Theory. Logan Paul. Bronson Reed. He nods once. All reinstated. Tonight, the Vision's music hits. Loud, heavy. Braun Breaker steps through the curtain first, eyes locked on the ring. Theory smirks. Logan Paul soaks in the reaction. Bronson Reed cracks his neck as they walk together. They don't rush. They don't celebrate. They arrive like they expected this. Back in the ring, Adam Pearce doesn't turn to face them. Let me be very clear, he says, almost forcing the words out. This wasn't my call. Braun Breaker steps into the ring. He takes the microphone from Adam's hand. Oh, we know. Braun looks around the arena. Because when Adam Pearce wanted to control the Vision, he smirks. He couldn't. Braun steps closer to Pearce. So he went higher. Austin Theory laughs from the apron. Corporate override. Logan Paul nods. Executive decision. Bronson Reed's voice rumbles. Immediate effect. Braun turns back to the camera. Vince McMahon didn't reinstate us because he likes us. A pause. He did it because he understands power. Braun gestures around the ring. You don't suspend forces like this. He points to his chest. You deploy them. Adam Pearce finally looks at Braun. And when this spirals out of control, Braun cuts him off. You'll remember who made the call. Braun drops the mic. The Vision pose in the ring, not celebrating, but owning the moment. Cut backstage. Adam Pearce walks down the hallway, jaw clenched. A producer asks off camera, did Vince really say, immediate? Pearce stops. Yes. He turns back. His exact words. Final shot. The Vision stand united under the lights. Braun Breaker steps forward one last time. Raw didn't change because of chaos. A beat. It changed because someone at the top said yes. The screen fades to black. Because when Vince McMahon calls, decisions don't get debated. They take effect. The camera fades back in. Raw isn't over yet, but the mood has shifted, from shock to consequence. Backstage, Adam Pearce storms into gorilla position. He rips off his earpiece and turns to the producers. This is exactly what I was trying to prevent. A producer hesitates. When Vince says, immediate effect, Pearce cuts him off. I know what it means. He rubs his face, then looks up at the monitor. The Vision are still in the ring. Still standing. Still in control. Cut to the ring. Braun Breaker hasn't moved. He looks out at the crowd like he owns the building now. You hear that silence? Braun says. That's reality setting in. He paces. Once, Adam Pearce tried to be the boss. He shrugs. But this company was never run by middlemen. Austin Theory leans over the ropes. When Vince McMahon calls, Logan Paul smirks. Things happen. Bronson Reed steps forward, voice low and heavy. And people get hurt. The crowd boos louder now. Braun raises his hand. Relax. A pause. We didn't come back to destroy Raw tonight. He smiles. We came back to remind everyone who really decides the future. Braun looks straight into the hard cam. Suspended 1 week. He shakes his head. Reinstated the next. He points upward. That's power. Cut backstage. A group of superstars watch from behind a curtain. None of them speak. A few exchange uneasy looks. One finally mutters, if Vince is backing them. No one finishes the sentence. Cut back to the ring. Adam Pearce's music suddenly hits again. The crowd reacts as Pearce walks back onto the stage, mic in hand, fire in his eyes. You're right about one thing, Pearce says. That call came from the top. He steps closer. But don't confuse reinstatement with immunity. Braun smiles. Careful, Adam. Pearce continues. You're back. You're legal. He nods. But from this moment forward, every move you make is under my watch. A beat. And if you cross the line again. Braun interrupts. You'll make another call. The crowd reacts. Pierce clenches his jaw. No. A pause. I'll let the locker room handle it. That gets a reaction. Braun tilts his head, interested. So now you're hoping someone saves you. Pierce steps back. No. He looks around. I'm daring someone to stop you. Braun laughs once. Sharp. Careful what you dare for. Braun drops the mic again. The Vision's music hits as they exit the ring together, brushing past Adam Pearce on the ramp. They don't touch him. They don't need to. The final shot is Adam Pearce standing alone, watching them disappear backstage. He looks up toward the ceiling, toward the office that made the call. And for the first time tonight, Adam Pearce realizes something chilling. The Vision weren't reinstated to restore order. They were reinstated to test it. Raw fades to black. The screen fades back in one last time. The Vision are backstage now, walking slowly down the corridor. No rush. No celebration. Just quiet confidence. Braun Breaker stops. He turns to the camera. You felt that, didn't you? A pause. That moment when Adam Pearce said my name, and there was nothing he could do about it. Austin Theory laughs softly. That wasn't reinstatement. Logan Paul shakes his head. That was confirmation. Bronson Reed rumbles, from the very top. Braun nods. Suspensions come from fear. He steps closer to the lens. Reinstatements come from understanding. Braun gestures upward again. Vince McMahon understands one thing better than anyone. A beat. Control. Braun straightens his shoulders. He didn't call Adam Pearce because Raw was broken. He smirks. He called because Raw needed pressure. Cut to Adam Pearce. He's alone in his office again, staring at the phone on his desk. It hasn't moved since the call. He sits down slowly. A producer asks quietly, what happens now? Pearce doesn't look up. Now. He exhales. Now we see who survives. Cut back to the arena. The camera pans over the locker room, faces watching, calculating, realizing the same truth. If Vince McMahon is willing to step in, then nobody is untouchable. Final shot. Braun Breaker and the Vision stop at the entrance tunnel and look back toward the ring one last time. Braun delivers the final line. Raw didn't change tonight because of chaos. A pause. It changed because the past reminded everyone who still has the power to decide the future. The Vision disappear into the darkness. And Raw goes off the air knowing one thing for certain. When Vince McMahon makes the call, the effects are immediate. The feed doesn't cut away. Instead, the camera catches something it wasn't supposed to. A quiet office hallway. The lights are dim. Adam Pearce steps out of his office and freezes. Someone is already there, seated, relaxed. A single chair pulled back, hands folded. Adam swallows. Sir, I didn't know you were still in the building. The camera never shows the face. Only the voice. Calm, controlled. You handled it. Adam nods slowly. I did what you asked. A pause. But this puts Raw in a dangerous position. A soft chuckle. Raw has always lived in dangerous positions. Adam hesitates. The Vision believes they were reinstated because they're unstoppable. Another pause. Good. Adam looks up, confused. If they think they're untouchable, the voice continues, they'll show their true limits. Adam realizes it now. This wasn't about helping the Vision. It was about exposing them. Cut back to the arena. The Vision are exiting the building. Braun Breaker suddenly stops again. This time, his smile fades. You feel that? He asks quietly. Austin Theory frowns. Feel what? Braun looks back toward the building. Being watched. Logan Paul scoffs. Relax. We're cleared. Reinstated. Protected. Bronson Reed shakes his head. No. Braun turns slowly. This wasn't protection. He clenches his fist. This was a test. Silence hangs between them. Braun looks straight into the camera one final time. Adam Pearce didn't reinstate us. A beat. He obeyed. Braun steps forward, eyes burning. And when people at that level get involved, he smirks. They're not betting on you. They're betting on what breaks you. The Vision walk off into the night, confidence intact, but now mixed with something new. Uncertainty. Final shot. Adam Pearce alone again. He picks up the phone. Doesn't dial. Just stares at it. Then he mutters under his breath. Immediate effect. Fade to black. Because Raw didn't just change tonight. It crossed a line it can't walk back from.